Hello, my name is Martin Roberts. I am the tutor in classics, and at the moment I am conducting enrichment seminars with students to introduce them to the classical world. I became interested in the classical world, which is more or less ancient Greece and Rome and their culture, when I was a student. My father was a scientist, my mother studied English, and so I became a classicist to do something different, and I've loved it ever since. And so here I am to introduce why it's a good idea to be a classicist and to take an interest. Well, if you look back at the last 3,000 years of human history, the Greeks first and then the Romans, between them, their culture dominated the Western world, and with the expansion of trade and influence, it is still a massive part of the cultures worldwide, really. One cannot go very far without meeting either words, influences, political systems, or historical remnants from the classical period. And what we're trying to do here is just to give students an opportunity to see that there is a whole world out there of Greek culture and Roman culture, which we can introduce you to in more detail as time goes by. First of all, the Greeks, led by Athens and Sparta, they were responsible. Every time you go to a theatre or listen to music or perhaps visit a doctor or medical facility, read a comedy or a tragedy, you're connecting indirectly to the Greeks. The Romans, much more practical. Just look around outside the streets. The architecture and the systems of government that the Romans introduced are still pretty central to a lot of the world we live in today. For instance, the way the United Nations work is not exactly Roman, but it takes a lot of its procedures and culture from the Roman world. Added to which, philosophy. When we discuss moral philosophy or political philosophy, a lot of the time we're building on the ideas of Plato and Aristotle. And although in many ways they might have got things wrong by our standards today, they were certainly very influential. And I think it's a very good idea to learn about what they contributed to us. Step over the road to the Ashmolean Museum and you'll see not only how they influenced, Greeks and Romans influenced art and sculpture and music too. You'll also look at the exterior of the building, and it is a classical Greek type building.